The royal family of Hyrule is a powerful running bloodline in the Legend of Zelda series, first established during the era of Chaos after the events of Skyward Sword. A royal family of Hyrule descended from the goddess Hylia, who was reborn as the first incarnation of Zelda. A family which consists of kings and queens, a prince of Hyrule, and numerous princesses who share the title of Princess Zelda. The family keep close connections with the other races of the Kingdom of Hyrule, respected by everyone across the land as the powerhouse that rules with the most prominent authority. Throughout their long-standing history, the royal family of Hyrule have been in possession of some of the most powerful, sacred relics known to the land, including magical abilities that they inherited from their ancestor Hylia, such as the Goddess Harp, the Triforce of Wisdom, and the Ocarina of Time. Members of the royal family live within the various incarnations of Hyrule Castle. When they eventually die, they are buried within a royal tomb in a nearby graveyard. For many generations, they have been protected by their ancestors' chosen guardians, the mysterious Sheikah tribe. Not a whole lot is known about the actual members of the royal family themselves. Of course, from time to time, we learn a little about the King of Hyrule, and obviously we know a lot about the princess. But have you ever actually wondered about other members of the royal family? Well, me too. So if you're ready for a juicy Zelda theory that will stun you at the end, then grab a snack as we delve deep into a secret royal family member. Majora's Mask is a Zelda game loved dearly by many, but not for the reasons you think. Majora's Mask has no Princess Zelda to save from the clutches of Ganondorf, or sages that must be found to help beat the evil king. Majora's Mask is less about traditional stories and more about learning the world around us. In this case, it's Termina. Although the main story plays a big part of the game, it's less about the main story and more about the stories of the characters. Each character in Majora's Mask acts somewhat like a cog that helps keep the world operational. If one of these cogs stop moving, then the world stops moving, from the milk bar in Clocktown to the far reaches of the ranch. In order for one place to function, so must another. It's clear that side characters were the primary source for the game, but why? Why are side characters so important in Majora's Mask? Yes, I know it's the way the game was created, but I believe there is a much bigger reason, and in order to find the reason, we must first start from the very beginning. The Happy Mask Salesman first appeared in Ocarina of Time as, well, you guessed it, a mask salesman. He sets up shop right in front of Hyrule Castle in the biggest market in the land. His shop is merely known as Happy Mask Shop. He states that he doesn't sell masks, he only lends them. After letting out 4 of his masks, he will reward you with a special mask that was passed down by the Sheikah tribe called the Mask of Truth. An interesting thing to note about the Happy Mask Salesman is he doesn't look like your typical market trader. He has pointed ears like the other Hylians, but his clothes almost look royal. He sports a clean purple robe with golden bangles and some kind of golden neck brace. He also seems to care heavily about his appearance with clean teeth and a well-groomed hairstyle. And the inside of his shop also looks rather elegant. When Link returns to the world as an adult, the Happy Mask Salesman is completely missing. You can look everywhere in Hyrule and you will not find him. Much like Princess Zelda, no royals or Sheikah can be found unless they find you. But have you ever actually wondered about secret royal family members that could be roaming the world? Well, the Happy Mask Salesman certainly looks royal enough, doesn't he? Well, why don't we dive further into it? And by further, I mean right into a near endless abyss. Through the dark reaches of the woods, down into an almost looking portal of blackness, and through a twisted trippy corridor, will you reach a land so different from Hyrule. A land where even the strangest of things seem normal. A land known as Termina. It is this strange but interestingly diverse world where we once again meet one of the most mysterious beings to exist in a Zelda game. For some reason, the Happy Mask Salesman follows Link into the unknown, for he is in great need of the Hero of Time's help. He catches up to Link inside the mysterious clock tower and explains he has been following us because he desperately needs our help retrieving a powerful artifact that was stolen from him. If we can retrieve the item for him, he will return Link from a Deku back to a Hylian. This is an unusual power for just a mere mask trader to have, wouldn't you say? Anyway, after some sucking up to us and telling us it's an easy task, he then decides to be a complete douchebag and make our so-called easy task even easier by giving us 3 days to retrieve his item. For someone in dire need of his precious item, which is a sacred mask called Majora's Mask by the way, he seems pretty passive to let it go. I mean, 3 days. You wait around for 3 days knowing full well you brought a deadly, world-destroying mask near a land full of innocent people, and now because you've lost it and know full well that if Link doesn't retrieve it, the mask will likely end the world of Termina, and you just want to shoot off before the world gets too squishy for you. Honestly, this guy is the real villain in this game. Anyway, I digress. So after leaving the clock tower, we finally get to meet Majora above the clock tower on the 3rd day. But this is where it gets interesting. We have 3 important things in relation to the Happy Mask Salesman happening at this very moment. Number 1, the sheer amount of power that Majora's Mask actually possesses. Number 2, the strong focus on the Ocarina of Time. And number 3, the Song of Time. When Link plays the Song of Time, something incredibly strange happens. Yes, the time goes back to the 1st day, but something even stranger. The time itself doesn't necessarily go back in time, but more so resets to the start of time, kind of like Groundhog Day. This is why Link remembers what happened before he reset the time. He replays the same 3 days over and over, remembering his progress every time, while nobody else remembers anything. The only person who remembers anything other than Link is this guy. This moment is taken from the cutscene where Link first plays the Song of Time. He appears in the last moments before the time resets, just rocking back and forth with a smug grin on his face. He clearly knows what's going to happen. When the time does reset and we re-enter the clock tower, the Happy Mask Salesman asks us if we were able to get back the precious item that was stolen from us. He is referring to our Ocarina of Time. It's very unusual that a casual mask trader even knows what the Ocarina of Time is, considering it was a secret heirloom passed down within the royal family of Hyrule and only given to Link in secret by Princess Zelda. But it gets weirder still. He then teaches Link a powerful song known as the Song of Healing. The Song of Healing is known to heal evil magic and troubled spirits which turn them into masks. Where a simple mask trader acquired such a powerful song is a mystery. He then goes on to ask if we have Majora's Mask, which he tasks us to get. After telling him we don't, he becomes stressed and explains the origins of the mask, telling Link it's an item from legend which was created by a tribe during evil hexing rituals, which the tribe later sealed away in shadow for its power was too great, even stating that he went to great lengths to obtain such a mask. But why would a mask trader put himself in so much danger for a relic as dark and dangerous as Majora's Mask? I believe he was instructed to obtain the mask from higher authority to ensure its safekeeping. The last time we encounter the Happy Mask Salesman is in the very last moment of the game. Looking deep into the mask, he explains that the evil has left the mask and he is happy to have the mask back anyway. He goes on to explain that his journey has come to an end and he must now leave Termina for more pressing matters. Lastly, he reminds us that we too should be returning home, and where there is a meeting, there is also a parting, yet that parting may not always be forever, before mysteriously vanishing into thin air. The Happy Mask Salesman sure is a mysterious character, and one I truly believe to be a secret royal family member, assigned to assist and aid Link in his travels, but also tasked with dangerous missions for the family. But what do we actually know? Well, we know he dresses similar to how royal family members dress. He sports purple clothes, which could be a reference to Zelda's lullaby, which is also purple much like her clothes. We also know he wears golden jewellery, also like the royal family members. He seems to know a lot about powerful relics within the family, like the Ocarina of Time. He also seems to know a lot about Link himself, going as far as to follow him to different lands. In Ocarina of Time, he rewards Link with the Mask of Truth, another powerful relic which was passed down by the Sheikah tribe who protect the royal family. I have a few last things I'd like to add. He acquired the Song of Healing, an incredibly powerful song capable of trapping spirits within a mask. He found the Majora's Mask despite it being hidden by a powerful tribe. And lastly, he knows a lot about Termina. On his backpack he also has a mask that looks identical to the face of the Mirror Shield in Termina. How he got this mask is a huge mystery, but I believe he knew all about Termina before he arrived. I strongly believe the Happy Mask Salesman is a secret family member, which would explain his godlike abilities. He seems to be in possession of many powerful artifacts, which I reckon help him to see into the future and predict certain outcomes. There is no way an ordinary mask salesman could be as wise and as powerful as the Happy Mask Salesman. But what do you think? Do you think he's a member? Maybe even a secret Sheikah spy? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. We are so much closer to 2k subs now, so if you did enjoy the video, why not consider subscribing for more content like this? A massive thank you to the people who support me financially. And if any of you guys would like to support me for video shoutouts and exclusive awards, then check out my YouTube membership where you can join for as little as 99 pence per month. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.